Hello guys, today we're going to be cooking some Taiwanese braised pork belly. Today we're going to be using pork belly joint. Okay, you can buy this at Tesco, Sainsbury, your local store. We're going to be using around 720 grams of pork belly joint today. Note that you see a layer there. Okay, that's a layer of fat. Okay, the thicker it is, the more fatty it is. So it's really up to you, your choice. Okay. Okay, now we have the pork belly. When you cut it, you have to cut it into big chunks because as you cook it, it will become smaller. Yeah? So, big chunks. So, that's gonna be around there. That size. Okay, that's around 5 centimeter across, 3 centimeter in depth. Okay, gonna keep cooking. Gonna keep, ouch. So we're gonna have spring onion here, okay? We're gonna use 2 spring onions, okay? And 5 slices of ginger, that should be plenty. And here's a special thing called star anise, okay? This is a Chinese spice, okay? If it's a big one, you should only use 1. And if you're not in favor of Chinese spices or herbs, you can, not use this. And here we have rock sugar. Okay, we're gonna use 20 grams of rock sugar. If you don't have rock sugar, you can just use normal white sugar. So we're gonna add around 1 tablespoon of oil. Okay, around 1 tablespoon of oil. Okay, that's enough. That should be enough. And we're gonna start. Okay, get the fire on. Okay. Okay, once the oil is hot, oh, by the way, use medium fire, okay? Don't, put it on too strong. Once the oil is warm enough, I'm gonna put the pork belly into the pot. The moment you put it in, don't start stirring it immediately because it will stick to the side of the pot. Give it a second, alright? Once the surface of the pork belly has a caramel-ish color, like this one, yeah, has some caramel color there, you see? Now that every piece of pork belly has a caramel color on its surface, try to move the pork belly to the side, okay, to create a pool with an oil in it. Okay, and what we're gonna do is add the ginger and the spring onion and stir fry in the oil. Now, why do we do this? We do this because we want the aroma of the spring onion and ginger to diffuse into the oil itself so that it will later on diffuse into the pork belly. Once the aroma is out, move it to the side to create the pool of oil again in the middle of the pot. You're gonna add sugar in there. Okay, you want the sugar to turn brown, okay, into a caramel shape. Now, why do we do this? Because later on, when we mix it well with the pork belly, it will have a much, nice looking color on the surface. And that will be more appetizing. And once, okay, the sugar dissolves and the oil turns into a caramel-ish color, okay, now it did, you're gonna add soy sauce, sake, and water. For every 1 cup of soy sauce, you will add half a cup of sake and 3 to 4 cups of water. Okay, after you add soy sauce, sake, and water, you're gonna add the star anise, okay, the Chinese spice that we were talking about earlier. Okay, mix it well. And if you want, you can add boiled eggs in it. After you add the boiled egg, you're gonna keep cooking. Okay, make sure all the pork belly is in the liquid. You're gonna keep cooking for around 30 to 40 minutes under low fire. After you added everything, including the Chinese spice, the star anise, put on the lid and keep cooking for 30 to 40 minutes with low fire. Okay, low fire. Yeah, something around that. Alright, it's already been 40 minutes. It should be ready. Ooh, it's quite hot. Oops. What? Now, the pork belly should be soft enough. Okay, you can try. Okay. You might mix it around just for a bit. Okay, now you have to be careful when mixing because it's already soft. You don't want to mix it too hard, so it breaks and becomes into much smaller pieces. That's not very delicious. Now that's quite soft after 40 minutes. If you want the pork belly to be softer, okay, you can cook it for cook it longer if you want to make it more, softer, but don't cook it too soft, okay? So when you're cooking it, you need to make sure that the lid, okay, is put on properly, so it's sealed, so that the liquid, the soy sauce, sake, water in there won't evaporate. So it'll become, if it keeps evaporating, the liquid itself will become more, more salty, more concentrated. If you can't close your lid properly, you need to make sure that you add a bit of water, okay, to cover up the water that evaporated. Okay, and we're ready. Taiwanese braised pork belly. It's ready. Okay, you may want to add, okay, put on some sauces, okay, after you put it on the dish. And don't forget coriander. Okay, it's a necessary herb. And it's ready. Taiwanese braised pork belly.